And Rick Steiner joins us now to discuss more on this. He's the founder of Oasis Earth, an environmental sustainability consulting firm. And Rick, you said there that you don't think Japan is up to the job, that its treatment facilities aren't capable of doing what needs to be done. Brent Huser from the University of Illinois said the filtering process removes most radioactive elements from the water. It leaves tritium, a radioactive isotope of hydrogen. He says that's not harmful in small quantities. So why are you concerned where he's not?
Well, it does leave tritium in the wastewater. We know that's there. And at certain levels of dosage, tritium can be harmful. But what we're most concerned about is what else is in their wastewater. As the piece just reflected, their existing treatment system really isn't up to the job. It's not working. TEPCO and the government of Japan didn't even admit until a few months ago that there was a substantial load of radioactive carbon-14 in the wastewater, and their system does not remove that. There's also strontium-90 and cesium-137. There's about 50 or 60 different radionuclides in the water. Much of that can be removed with best available technology treatment, such as ion exchange systems and detritiation systems that are available here in the United States, but those are not in place there at Fukushima. So the smart thing to do, the only rational thing to do really, is to continue holding the water for the next 15 to 30 years. Over that time, the radioactive tritium load will decay by 75% or so. And over that time, treat it with best available technology to remove all of the radionuclides essentially to non-detectable levels. And that can be done. It will take money and technological assistance, which the international community really should provide.
You've urged the Biden administration to reconsider its support. What sort of response have you received?
Well, so far, unfortunately, the Biden administration seems to be supporting this for political reasons and not over the scientific basis for opposing it. And that concerns us because we've just suffered through 4 years of an administration here in the United States that ignored science and played politics completely. And we were hoping that the Biden administration would hold science over politics. And this is the first example that I know of where that might be in question. We will continue to weigh in on the Biden administration to get them to reconsider their support. I think it was for geopolitical reasons rather than the scientific reasons. But the easiest thing the U.S. can do is provide technological assistance and support, financial support, for Japan to do the right job that everybody knows they can do, that we need to do. And so far, we're not there. I'm encouraging the administration and all governments to commission an independent scientific and technical commission to oversee the cleanup, all aspects of the cleanup at Fukushima, not just the wastewater, but everything. And it is an absolute Herculean mess right now. It will take hundreds of billions of dollars and decades to resolve this. And while it was Japan's fault and TEPCO's fault for why this happened, citing the emergency generators down in the tsunami flood zone, it's all of our problem now. We need to jump in and help.
China has said the ocean is not Japan's trash can or sewer, and support from the U.S. is not a stamp of approval from the international community. You back an international community, a commission to treat this. What are the odds of Japan going along with that? And might that change over the years, given changes in Japanese domestic politics?
Well, I think it's in Japan's interest to have a completely independent, credible, scientific and technical commission, not the International Atomic Energy Agency, which of the UN, which seems to be co-opted into the nuclear paradigm of nuclear power is all good and low risk, but a truly independent commission to oversee it, and that will give credibility to their claims, or it will call them out as not scientifically defensible. I do think that the international community has a stake in this. Obviously, we here in the United States and in Alaska, where I am, will receive some of this radioactive wastewater. We know that. It's physically impossible not to. And I think the way we've treated the oceans over the last 50 or 60 years with climate change, acidification, overfishing, plastic debris, illegal dumping, intentional dumping of industrial wastes and oil spills and things like that has been outrageous, and ocean ecosystems are in catastrophic decline. The last thing we want to do is add more waste, hazardous waste into the oceans. This, this says a lot about ourselves that is really concerning.
Giving us lots to think about there. Rick Steiner from Oasis Earth, thank you for joining us.
Glad to. Thank you very much, Roee.